Morning, everyone. How are you today? Today we're going to be talking about how to stop eating when you're not hungry, and I have 3 simple tools that I want to share with you today. So I'm Kelsie Michaud, and I help people to gain control of emotional eating so that they can feel healthy and confident as they make peace with food in their body. So, it's a problem that almost all of us share, when we're eating when we're not hungry. And food can really makes us feel good a lot of the times, and just enjoying a quick snack, it can boost our mood, it can improve how we work, and it makes us feel better sometimes. So the thing is, should you be eating when you're not hungry? Well, unfortunately, these extra calories are going to add up, and a lot of times they add up quickly. So sometimes just that mindless snacking, it just adds on the pounds and the weight, and especially over the course of time, when we're just thinking we're just taking a little bit, no big deal, but over the course of time, it does add up, and that's something we have to think about. So, hi Angela, how are you? Thanks for coming on. So let's think, what's the best way to decide if when you should eat, or if you're really hungry or not, or if you should just pass on the food? Well, you're going to get these feelings within you. So we're going to talk about those kinds of things. So, like I've mentioned, in a perfect world, we would only eat when our body needs energy, when we need to fuel. And, as humans, in the world that we live in, we're not perfect. And so we oftentimes, we will eat for other reasons than needing to just give our bodies energy and fuel our body. But we really need to be eating for our physiological needs. So, hi Erica, how are you? So before you eat, it's really important to identify your hunger level. So that helps you to actually tune into your hunger and how your body's feeling, and then you can rate your hunger feeling on a level of 1 to 10. So think of a scale. There's 1 at one end, 10 on the other, and 10 would be you're ravenously hungry. And of course, you don't want to wait until you get to that point to eat, because you know what is going to happen. It's inevitable. You're going to overeat most likely, and you're probably not going to make the best choices to begin with when you're that ravenously hungry. So what you want to do is think about maybe starting to eat when you're at a level 2, maybe a 2, maybe not even go past that 2, because you don't want to get to that hungry type of feeling, because like I said, what's going to happen. So let's think about that. That's something that you want to really tune into your body and really make that connection. So just the simple act of checking in with your body and feeling what hunger, what level am I at, can really help you to just stop eating when you're not hungry. And something that's really simple and easy to do after each meal, it's so simple to just go out for a walk if you can, or a lot of times I tell my clients to do that, and even myself, a lot of times after dinner, I love to go out for a walk. It helps with your digestion, and it helps you to break that cycle and just enjoy that feeling of fullness. Okay, so a lot of times we eat for emotional comfort, right? So, and that's basically you have a feeling that's driving this desire to eat, and you're not actually really truly physiologically hungry at that point. So the feeling, it starts in your mind when we are emotionally eating, or we feel this emotional hunger. It's starting in our mind, and then it travels down to our body. But it's kind of like this phantom hunger almost. An example would be, say if you just ate lunch, and you're walking along, and you come across this bakery, and you go in and you see all these really delicious pastries, and now all of a sudden you're kind of hungry. So if you think about it another way, if you just ate lunch and you're really, really full, but you're not overly full, you're satisfied, and you go into this bakery and you see this pastry, and you think to yourself, okay, if I eat that now, I'm really not going to feel good. I'm going to feel really uncomfortable. I'm already really full. I'm stuffed, and I would just be uncomfortable if I had something like that right now. so you probably wouldn't feel hungry. See the difference there? This is where your mind is so powerful. So you just want to be able to differentiate between, do I need some fuel? Do I need food for fuel? Or, am I really just feeling like I want to eat something? So it's up to you to make that choice, and you are the one who is in control. So I have a couple of tools for you that I want to share with you that you can actually practice, and you can practice these today. So, number one, if you're not sure if you're hungry, then you're probably not. If you have to say, am I? I'm not sure, I don't know. No, there's no question. You're hungry or you're not hungry, okay? It's kind of like going to the bathroom. Like, you either have to pee or you don't, right? It's the same thing with hunger. You're not hungry or you are hungry. So you want to really try to hold off until you're absolutely clear. It shouldn't be a question, okay? And two, you really want to learn, what does hunger actually feel like? A lot of times, we're snacking and grazing throughout the day and just always feeling full and not like truly hungry, that it's hard to actually recognize what our hunger actually does feel like. So hi Antoinette, how are you? Thanks for hopping on with us. So you want to learn what that feels like in your body, because we are so conditioned to eat according to the clock, right? Or even our schedule, our work schedule, or whatever kind of schedule you have, or even maybe we're conditioned to eat to whatever the latest fad diet is telling us. So, we've become so out of touch with how hunger actually feels within our body, and it's hard to make that connection. It's like we have this disconnect with our body. So the easiest thing to do is to just reconnect those signals. So my challenge to you is that when you wake up tomorrow morning, I want you to wait until you're actually really, truly, physiologically hungry. Now this will be different for everyone. Like for me, when I feel hungry, when I know that I'm feeling real hunger, like I definitely have low energy and I get a little gurgling in my stomach, but I feel it in the back of my throat. And I know then, yes, I'm definitely hungry. There's no doubt about it at that point. So you want to, and then when I eat, like I feel more energy. I don't feel that low sluggish feeling anymore. I feel more energy. So you need to learn how to identify your own personal signals, your hunger signals, according to what your body is sending you, because your body will send you those signals, but it's a matter of listening to them so that you actually know what it's trying to tell you. This has worked for my clients, before they would go, some of them would go till like lunchtime or even dinner time when I'd have them wait until they're physiologically hungry. And that's because they'd go so long because they didn't know what true hunger felt like, because they were basically ignoring or overriding those signals because they would snack or eat when they really weren't truly hungry. So it does take some time to learn and reconnect with your body if you haven't done that, or if you haven't done that in a long time. Okay, but, and again, it's because we've been so conditioned to eat, whether you're hungry or not. So it does take time to reconnect to what that feeling is and what it really feels like. So number 3, the next time that you want to eat and you're really not sure if you're hungry, try to locate where that hunger actually is in your own body. Like I said, I know for myself, I definitely feel it in the back of my throat for sure. That's when I know, like, yes, I'm definitely hungry. There's not a question. And you want to know what that actually feels like for you within your body. And what you can do is just close your eyes. And the next time you want to eat and think, okay, am I hungry? Am I not sure? Well, just close your eyes and ask yourself, where is my hunger? And like I said, for me, I know when I'm truly physiologically hungry because I know exactly where and how it feels in my body. And that's a physical feeling. It's not an emotional feeling. It's a physical feeling. Okay. And if you don't like take that time to slow down enough, it can be very easy to just, go about your day and, I'm hungry and I'm not really paying attention and I'm just going to eat whatever. And, so using these tools to slow yourself down and really just pay attention to the details. Hi Janice, how are you? Pay attention to those details, because it's those details that really help you to reconnect to your physiological hunger. And this is like one of the most powerful tools that we have. I mean, we have it right in our own back pocket, you know, is to just be able to reconnect to our own body and its natural cues for hunger. And this will actually, it's just that by listening to your body and listening to your hunger cues, it helps you to make, like, if your goals are like to lose some weight, it makes that so much easier, and it makes eating healthier a lot easier, much more effortless, because you won't be like all up in your mind thinking about it all the time. It just becomes effortless. And of course, you know, I make it sound easy, but it will take some time at first because it's a new practice. But for, you know, the thing for you is to just do it. Just start. You know, the more you practice something, the better you get at it, right? So, you know, you won't have to think about it anymore. You know, you kind of get to that point where you don't think about it anymore. Like, you just know when you're hungry, and then that's what you're going to do something about it at that time. Like, you'll feel that sensation, you'll do what you need to do, and then you'll move on with your day. It doesn't have to be this mental act. So practicing the little tools, it's the little things when you practice them on a daily basis that make the big difference in the long run. And that's why I have my clients practice these action steps that are just baby steps each week that make them, you know, very sustainable and doable and long lasting. And then all of a sudden in the end, it's like all these big changes have happened, and it's like this big wow factor in the end. So I hope these little tools were helpful. They're small enough to be able to practice on a daily basis. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Pop it in the comments. And I also want to let you know I have 5 spots available this week for complimentary consultations. If anyone would like to dive a little bit deeper into their own health and weight goals and see about how I can take you from where you are now to where you'd like to go, we can also discuss something like that as well. So let me know if anything comes up for you or anything more you'd like to hear about. And I'm going to hop off, but I hope you all have a very beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.